Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be discussing the digital marketing and the business to business B2B trends of the same. So despite our better beliefs of human being replaced at AI, with AI at some point, we're here today discussing the digital trends. So we'll just get started. We'll introduce the general topic to you and then have our experts on the panel share their insights on the same. So today we have with us Ms. Zarina, who's pretty much the SaaS queen, as we say. Ms. Ming, who possesses extensive knowledge on B2B trends. Mr. Dev, the practical man. Ms. Nishta, she's the bold type. And obviously, Mr. Anuj, we like to call him the example guy. So, guys, just say hi to the camera a little bit.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
So, Ming, can you please give us a little introduction about the topic, please?
Okay, so basically B2B marketing is involved inbound and outbound marketing, in which outbound is when the business proactively reach out to their customer to initiate the conversations and to get the message out to them, to get the potential customer to interest in the products or service the company offerings, rather than just waiting for their potential customer to come to them. On the other hand, inbound marketing is strategically form the long-term customer relationship by creating valuable contents for your target audience.
Thank you for giving us clarity on that. But Zarina, could you please, as you have extensive knowledge on the digital marketing in the B2B space,
Yes.
can you give us a highlight on over the last decades, what are the opportunities and the challenges that they have been facing on the same?
Sure. So I would like to provide some valuable insights on the academic literature, throwing lights on the challenges and opportunities of B2B digital marketing. So as mentioned before, the current B2B marketing is completely different from how it used to be. So B2B companies have been successful in their market by manipulating their customer standards in regards to persisting time and the customer's brands. And so studies have shown that digital marketing communication, also known as DMC, is an important part of B2B marketing. So businesses tend to reach out to customers to gain various customers using cost-effective digital tools because they are less costly and have less limitations towards times and locations. Also, a profitable way of using digital tools used to be paid media because of its low cost, obviously, and how it can affect the business outcome positively. However, there have been studies which shows that social media like Twitter, Facebook, didn't really benefit B2B business equally. We have also found that new technologies like e-commerce, social media, smartphones, emails, etc. have uptaken the B2B sector, and different technology adoption theories have been applied to explain this. So one of the example would be the technology acceptance model, which is known as the TAM model. So the TAM model is a good base for the new web portal creation, especially in B2B area. For example, companies can organize login areas so the customers can process their online orders. And this makes the business stand out among their competitors because they get to create a more useful way to use the system. Another well-known model would be TSM, Technology Satisfaction Module, which can be understood as loss of control that makes up a crucial variable for adoption. However, despite all of the positive factors, there are certain challenges in B2B marketing which we should keep in our minds. One of them is like knowing the right target audience, which is understanding the needs of them and targeting them accordingly, obviously. And another one would be optimizing the website of business, because websites are the mirror of one's business, obviously. And so if the website is not user-friendly, or rather complicated, the business could lose on its potential clients. And hence, having an up-to-date and optimized website can be a valuable asset for the business.
So what you guys telling me is digital marketing, especially in the B2B space,
Yes.
it has been there for over a decade now, and it's just now that we're really realizing that.
Yes.
Jeez, we are late to the party, man.
Yes.
So Ming and Zarina has been very informative about the digital marketing trends in the B2B sector. But what I want to understand is, can you help me understand this in a real life setting, and why is this so important?
Yes, I feel B2B digital marketing has a significant impact on the on a global scale. B2B is a great way to build your brand. It generates leads and also helps optimize your marketing spend. Customer journeys are mostly online nowadays. Since it has taken a leap and it has turned online, it makes sense to have a digital presence. B2B marketing is what I feel is constantly evolving and changing. So the trends and strategies would not be the same as they were previously. Trends such as increase focused on customers experience, personalization, video marketing, ABA, influencer marketing, digital marketing, etc., have played a huge impact on these trends. By leveraging the digital marketing techniques, businesses can stay up to date and also have a long term relationship with their customers. And regardless of where they are located, they can reach out to them.
So then what you're trying to tell me is that the impact is immeasurable. I still fail to understand that what it takes all the brands to jump this bandwagon. Get it? Get it? Get it?
2, 1.
Okay, never mind. That was fun in my head. But Anuj, as you're the example guy,
Yeah.
Can you give us some example on how some of the companies are following the digital marketing trends in the B2B space?
Okay, sure. So I'll give an example of Salesforce. So basically, it's a cloud-based CRM management company which helps to automate the sales process, the customer retention, and the marketing thing. So in 2014, they faced a bit of a friction because HubSpot was on the rise, and so they had to retain their market.
Sure.
So they had to play a bit cunning. So they accepted the content marketing, and they launched a beautiful Salesforce Trailhead, which is a campaign. And in that campaign, they added courses. So and that thing basically, if Nishta or if you want to learn anything about marketing or sales, you can go over there, you can learn about it. Plus, you'll get a lot of extra features for them. The bit of a task for them was how to get more customer into it, because that it's a B2B thing. Salesforce is not B2C. So what they did is they have the 4 amazing charming spells. So they have the high quality content. Like their content was really up to the mark of Google. So wherein you can learn latest trends about marketing. And so they included gamification. It's like the content doesn't play games. It has to be a game. So basically they have badges, they have points, so where you can compete with your colleague or friend. And they have the certification program, that is you can learn on the Salesforce website and you can present it so that it will enhance the resume. And last and not the least, it's free.
Right.
Okay, so this is what happened in 2014. And based on this, I'll give you the analytics if you're interested.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So the sales increased and the registered users increased to 2.5 million, which is like 83% increase. The website traffic increased by 43%. The Twitter account had 43,000 followers, and the Facebook page had 68,000 likes. I get they just nailed in the content marketing thing, and like I think we should learn all from that. What do you say, Nishta?
I think Salesforce is a great example, but I think B2B marketing and their digital trends is pretty much incomplete if we don't talk about IBM.
Agreed.
Because IBM is the biggest B2B retailer and digital marketer. So what IBM I think is a great example is why, because IBM tried to create value. So at some point, Ming spoke about inbound marketing and outbound marketing. So
Yeah.
IBM began with outbound marketing, but along the lines, since they were able to create value and
Yeah.
add value to their products and services, it turned into inbound marketing. And I think that this concept of value addition was what drove sales for them, or allowed their customers to retain. And in a recent report on revolutionizing B2B marketing published by IBM in 2019, they highlight how everybody in the company, right from the junior associate to the CEO of the company, was moving towards this one goal of customer engagement, like you just said.
Exactly.
And if you see this from a strategic point of view, they're already playing the A game when they're putting this at the center of their business strategy. And what that helped them realize is that customer engagement comes through content strategy. Again, something what you pointed out. So for example, if you just look at IBM's LinkedIn page, you will see that the content strategy is so phenomenal. It targets the right audience. It knows who it's talking to. It knows what it's going to talk to. So they talk in a way, they use the vocabulary in a way where they're talking to goal-oriented, high-achieving professionals. And as IBM as a company also has other tech companies as its customers. So when tech companies read this kind of language, they somewhere envision or see their employees in it, which is what has enabled IBM to ensure such high customer retention. And lastly, I would like to add out that the one thing that stands out for IBM and I think should be pointed out in this case is that they were doing B2B so well that they started selling it. So in 2018, IBM launched a Sterling B2B integrator, which is essentially a tool for businesses to run their processes well and engage with the traders, their suppliers and customers, and business partners. And I think this breakthrough shift is what put IBM on the map of success in terms of B2B digital marketing.
You know, the lesson I learned from this is like both of the companies were trying to target the funnel.
Right.
And in that funnel, they were trying to target the awareness and the interest part because that is where you get the customer.
Right, I agree with you.
So, okay, from this extensive discussion on B2B marketing trends, I've understood enough, and I think right now, me and Dev here, we can give some future predictions on the same as well. So, I would like for Dev to first go.
So the recent changing trends which I have noticed is podcast becoming a mainstream B2B marketing channel. Podcasts are becoming a mainstream channel for many B2B businesses. To be clear, podcast isn't in the same category as search engine optimization, PPC or content marketing. But businesses are starting to shift their marketing budget from traditional channels, and also looking at podcast in the recent years. Spotify has come up with podcast, and there has been an increase in 178% in 5 years. In a recent report by Edison, he also suggests that the podcasts are going to be doubled have doubled since the year 2014. The recent campaign by HubSpot, which came into notice, was the growth business channel, wherein HubSpot allows business professionals to come across and speak about their business journeys, which has also given HubSpot a very good rise in getting consumers, and the hike has been about 1.5 million in downloads. Also, interest in podcast marketing has grown over 66% in the last 5 years. What else do you have to share about?
So that's an amazing example of podcast. What my example would be is about the chatbots. So chatbots seemed like a fad when it first arrived, like over years ago, almost a decade now. But it's clear that chatbots are now a mainstream marketing, and it's going to stay for a while, especially when it comes to converting B2B website visitors into final leads, like from that leads to final sales, I mean. So chatbots are now like a commonplace for on the many B2B websites that we go. So that's because chatbots can help you with that very last mile. Like when it's very much necessary for you to come to the website, you need that final nudge as a company for their customer to make that purchase finally happen. So chatbot is that place basically where that final action takes place. Yes, now we may have arguments that, okay, we can also keep those 24-hour sales service executives who can have those daily sales conversations as well. That also works kind of in a technicality. But when it comes down to chatbots, first of all, with now, thanks to AI on place right now, it's very much scalable for chatbots to work perfectly on that mode. Now, if you ask why, is basically, say, for example, as a B2B business, I'm going to keep on changing my customers. I'm going to keep on changing my timings. I'm going to keep on changing my offers. However, I don't have to vastly say those to my sales team. I can just program that into my chatbots. So that is one reason as well. And these are mainly one of those very much reason why chatbots have become so popular over the last few years. They may not perform like actual humans, but as I said, like they have those scalables and those changeable improvements that we can make as well. So give you an example, Sales Rabbit is one of those many B2B marketing brands that use chatbots to close potential leads. So chatbots aren't only used for sales and lead generation. They also can be used for existing customers, for the retention. So for retention marketing purposes, we can also use chatbots. So this is also a very helpful one of those upgrading their accounts for those recent customers that they can use it. They can just do it through the chatbot links. So yes, if this is a trend that has been going on and will sustain, arguably, I would say yes, it's something that we can look forward in the future for. But yes, it was there, but right now it's very much scalable and it's gonna stay for a while. So these are the examples that I think we're gonna share about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching us. This has been our time, and thank you so much for listening to our podcast. So until then,
Like,
share, subscribe.
In comment.
If you haven't done that already. Until then, good night.
Good night. Bye.